Okay, YouTubers, I got this 2005 Mustang 6-cylinder 4.0, and it's got a crank but no start. So I'm gonna check for fire first. And I've got that little gadget there. Let's see what it does. Okay, for me that's good. At least I know I'm getting fire. So now I'm gonna shoot for the crank shaft position sensor, and what it'll do, it'll turn like that, and sometimes it'll start but turn right off, and sometimes it won't even start. Okay, when it does turn on, it bogs down. As soon as I give it gas, it bogs down. So let's go ahead and switch out that crankshaft and see what happens. Okay, here's a moment of truth. Well, back to the drawing board. Let's see what else we can figure out and change out on this thing. Yeah, guys, on something like this, it could be anything. It could be the cam, coils, I mean, something electrical. But I was shooting for that crank. It was only $17, so decided to take a chance with that. And I'm getting fuel. I'm getting enough fuel. I've been sprayed the throttle body and it still wouldn't start. So finally, I decided, let me check the cats. Maybe they're plugged up. So I came down here and I've got two cats. This is one and the other one. So I took the oxygen sensor, O2 oxygen sensor, off the top one right before you get to the cat. Same on the other side. Goes in right there. Took it out. Here it is. That way, if that was the issue, the car could breathe. So let's try that. And yeah, it worked. So let me show y'all. All right, let's fire it up. Probably won't be able to hear me, but they... So that was the issue. My cats are plugged up and now the car can breathe when I pull those oxygen sensors. And I don't know, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do. I don't know if they want me to take these off and gut them out, or they're gonna buy new ones. They're fairly expensive. I think they run around 200 bucks, maybe 150 if that, but they're pretty expensive. So let's find out what we're gonna do here. Okay, we got confirmation here. We're gonna go the cheap way. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, nothing wrong with that. If you got the moolah, fine and dandy, buy the cats. But right now, they want to do this till they get money to get the cats. Okay, this is the plan. We're gonna unhook these bolts, take this other oxygen sensor off, unhook these clips or hooks, whatever. There's some more down there. Then I'm gonna drop the exhaust down, and about right here, I'm gonna cut it. Take the cats off, gut them out, and then I'm gonna put it back together with an adapter and the clamps on the side. I really don't want to weld. I do have a welder, but I just don't feel like doing it. But that's the plan. We're gonna do the clamps. If that doesn't work, yes, we'll get the welder out and do that. But that's the plan for right now, ladies and gentlemen, and things do change, so we'll see what happens. Okay, YouTubers, what I'm about to do, I don't recommend you do it. It is illegal in some states, but this is a young gentleman. He's going to school, has 2 jobs, So I really respect that. You know, he's a hard worker, studies hard, and he needs transportation to get back and forth to school and both jobs. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for him. And like I said, I only recommend you do this if it's an emergency, you need a vehicle real bad, because it does throw out harmful fumes and it's not burning everything the way correctly. He thinks he can get the cats within a month, so that's good. And we're not going after any horsepower, any sound. A lot of people do it for that. We're not even selling the material inside the cats. They're worth money, it's precious metal. I'm just gonna get him out and do it this way, and when he gets the new cats, we'll slap him on. You know, he needs a vehicle real bad. This family needs a vehicle running, so that's why we're doing it. Just wanted to throw that out, guys. Okay, YouTubers, a little bit of advice here. When you're dealing with exhaust bolts, they're on there rustic because of the heat. They're kind of welded on there, and that heat just welds them on there. Yesterday I tried to take them off. I even used this bar as leverage. I couldn't get them bad boys. I couldn't get them bad boys to budge. So I'm gonna have to use the impact gun, and I let them soak overnight. If you can soak them overnight, that WD-40, whatever penetrating oil you use, will work wonders. I've witnessed it. I've sprayed them, let them sit overnight, and they come out easy. All of them came out easy except this one. So I just want to show you. I'm using the impact gun on it, and it's still being stubborn, but it's coming. He ain't no match for this gun. All right, let's go. There we go. I was afraid that we're gonna break, because most of the time, don't be surprised if you break a exhaust bolt. And now it's loose. Now we just gotta loosen brackets, these brackets over here, and take these other O2 sensors out. But yeah, let it soak if you can, guys. And I'm gonna put a mark here so I know that this goes to this side. It probably doesn't matter, but you know, it's used to it's used to being in there like that, so it'll be a lot easier when it goes in. Okay, as you can see, we loosened the bolt. I put a little bit of white paint on there, which probably doesn't matter, but I know on some things it would kind of make a difference a little bit. These O2 sensors, instead of unscrewing them from there, I just unplugged them from the connection here, and that should be okay. There's nothing that's gonna hang up. And then the way I'm gonna take this off is take a crowbar and maybe wedge it somewhere here. Ouch, I hit my head. Yeah, like that. Let's see if I can pull back these clamps. Okay, YouTubers, I got him down, and it wasn't that easy. We had some rain last night, so I had to stop, so now I'm back at it here. I put a P on there, just marked passenger side, but I mean, you can tell because of the sensors. Okay, I took him off this little rubber, you know, holder, and I had to wedge a bar back here and somewhere over here, and it popped out of here, and they still didn't come down. They were still stuck up there. So I decided to loosen some more brackets at the back, hoping that would help. And I did these that one, I think that, and that one back there, that one, then up here somewhere, I guess that one. That really didn't help much. It did help a little bit, but not much. I still couldn't get them to drop down. And what happens, they get stuck right here on this frame, this ear. That's where you can't get them through. And you gotta watch this sensor. If you feel more comfortable, take it off, because it was coming pretty close to hitting the edge of that pan. Anyway, what I did is I took this Y section here, and when it was up there, I squeezed it together, and I was able to get this side to drop down kind of sideways. So then I reached over to the other side and pulled on that other side, squeezed it again, and it dropped, and it did fall on me. It fell on my leg. It kind of hurt a little bit, but I'm all right. So anyway, that's how I got it down. And now I've got this hydraulic jack on here, just holding pressure on it, because I'm gonna cut him, and I don't want them going everywhere, you know, moving back and forth. If you got somebody helping you, that's gonna help. There's my dog, found something out in the street. And and that way it won't shift around when I'm cutting it. But that's what I had to do. Okay, we're gonna cut. Make sure you got your safety gear and you have a fire extinguisher or something like that to put out the fire if it gets out of control. It's kind of a tight squeeze here, but I think we'll be all right. And I can just take a grinder and smooth these edges. There we go, one cat's out. Okay, we're on the other side. We're fixing to do the other cat. And be very careful when you use a grinder. That's why I got the face shield and goggles. These things could break and just get buried in your face. Okay. And also, oh gosh, you can get locked like that. Oh, yeah, it broke. You're gonna have to change the wheel. I damaged that one. And it can also kick back and hurt you, so just be very careful. Okay, I don't have another wheel and I don't want to run to the store. I want to get this done quick. So I'm gonna use this saw. It's not my preference of tool. I don't like using these. I don't know how to use them right. But my brother, he always uses it and it works for him, so let's give it a shot. I always bend them. They kick back on me, so that's why I don't like them, but let's see what happens here. Boy, that was scary for me. I just don't like those saws. I was holding on for dear life. Look how crooked that is. That's not my tool. I'm a grinder guy. But it's off, huh? Okay, come on. Ooh, it's got water. There they are, both cats. Now we're gonna gut them out. Okay, now y'all can see all that precious metal. It's all coming out. That's worth money. I heard there's some what's that called? Platinum in there. And all that shit, all that stuff will start coming out. I don't know how dangerous that is to your body, but I'd wear a mask. Okay, there's one clean cat. Hollow all the way through. You can see daylight now. Let me see if I can hold it up on the light for you. See, you can see right through it. And make sure you get some pliers like this, because you're gonna have to get in there and yank this stuff out. Like I said, guys, yeah, do this at your own risk. Okay, there we have two gutted out catalytic converters. Oh, and that's what I refer to when I'm saying cats, but I can't pronounce that word. I probably pronounced it wrong right now. I saw a video where a guy called them Cadillac converters, and boy, they ragged on his rear end. So I don't want to get ragged on. That's why I call them cats. All right, let's see how we put these guys back on. Okay, YouTubers, I went ahead and cut a little bit off of here, about an inch or less. I might have to cut some more so I can put the adapters with the clamps. And I went ahead and cleaned it up, and I'll clean it up better just in case those clamps don't work and I have to weld it. But I really don't want to weld. First of all, I'm not a very good welder, but I do weld. And look at all the stuff that came out of those cats. Nothing but gold. There's gold in them heels. Now, I don't know what it is, but I heard it's precious metal. That's why people sometimes take these cats off vehicles they junk, which I've done, and you get an extra 50 bucks or more when you sell them. That's all the stuff that came out of those cats. And I don't know if you can sell it separate like that, but last I heard was they want it in the cat. That way they know exactly what's in there. And here they just, I heard like they don't know how much is what or what, but. All right, YouTubers, this is a setup. It's got those adapters in there. And that side went in tight. This side was a little bit easier. And see, you can even pull it out. And probably the reason is because you want to clean that up real good. I took the grinder and really hit those rough spots. And then I put some WD-40 in there, and look, it goes in a lot better, which I didn't do on that other side that much. And then these are 2¼ inch, I guess, in diameter adapter. And you're gonna want to get your clamps. And let's open this real quick. I'm doing the one-hander thing here. Make sure that's gonna fit. Perfecto. And these bad boys go in there. And yes, that's what's gonna clamp it. And when you do that, let me just use this. And you put these clamps, you're gonna have them studs sticking out. Turn them somewhere where it's not gonna look ugly. You know, when it's up there, I'm gonna try to turn them sideways. I don't want them hanging like that, and when people look at the car from far, they're gonna see the nuts and bolts hanging out. Turn them this way if possible. You can even turn them up where you're not gonna see nothing, but I think it's gonna hit up there somewhere, and I don't wanna start grinding a hole in the bottom of the vehicle, so I'll probably go this way or that way. All right, let's see how this works out, and see how it's tilted to a side. That's how I got it out. I pulled this side out first, and then it was tilted this way, and then the other side came out. Let's see how it goes. Okay, here we go. The part I've been dreading. I got the cats on there. They're just on there loose. Let's see what happens here. See if we can get a good angle. As you see, they're on there loose. I put them on there, and they're just hanging in there. Then I put the adapters in there, and then I'm gonna push this back, and we want to get these hooks in those. Ouch! Smash my finger. Okay, line it up and push it forward, and then maybe a little bit backwards because this is on there tight. Okay, that one's in. Don't want to go off those clips. Let me go around, take my time. And be careful because those ends are sharp, depending how much you cut off of them. Or okay, now pull on it. Dang it, it went off that. Let me go back. Oh, now this one's off. Push it back. And grab another person, guys, or fight it like I am. Okay. Put this in there. Now pull on it. And we're in. Let me push it from the back and see if that does anything. Get my mat. Well, did it move, guys? On in. Okay, let me look. I'll take your word. Yep, these are in. Could use a little bit more, but I think we're good right there. Okay, now I just have to adjust that. Put these clamps 2 1/4 inch on the clamps. All right, YouTubers, it started raining, so I got my little rubber ducky suit on and kind of stopped. But the reason I have that jack down there, because I thought I was gonna need it to hold up the exhaust system. I have a wooden block there. I thought I was gonna need that, but I didn't need that. So let me start tightening stuff. Stop raining, so now I'm putting these clamps here, and I'm facing them inward that way, so they don't look like crap when you're driving. People can't see them. And that's a 14 millimeter, and the exhaust is a 15 millimeter. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. You may have to use a wrench when you get up here if you're too close to the pan. So you gotta give them a decent tightening there. And you'll know by feel once you've done this long enough. You know how much hurt to put on them. Okay, let me tighten these. Okay, let's connect these O2 sensors. That line went through there like that. This one didn't have a bracket. Just shove it in there. I can't see where I'm at. Okay, there you go. Self-explanatory. Snap. Okay, now this one, I'm gonna twist it. I'm gonna twist it like that. Whichever way I need to go, I'm just trying to show you right now. And then start putting it in there because it's still connected up there. The easiest way was to take it off from up there, but I didn't want to mess with that, so I took it off this way, but I'll have to twist it. It's gonna go in like that, so I'll have to twist it so that wire won't get in my way. Let me go around the other side. All right, and what I was saying about this oxygen sensor, I want to spin it here the opposite way of the way I'm going to put it in, because if I don't, when I let off it, let's see if I can show you what I'm talking about. That cord's getting twisted. Okay, here you might be able to see. If it's loose, it'll spin back out, but this is doing good. And then you don't want to really twist that cable all the way. Okay, that went in pretty good. Take your wrench and start putting some hurt on it. And it's 22 millimeter for the O2 sensor. Okay, I still need to do the clamps on the back, but I want to fire it up and see how it sounds and see if there's any leaks. Okay, I still need to tighten those clamps because I can hear a little bit of an exhaust leak. But she'll run now. Okay, and see? That doesn't need to be tight. That's the WD-40 I put on there. So I'll tighten those up and we'll be good to go. And you can always throw some high temperature paint on it. When I weld on stuff, that's what I do. Because my welds are ugly, I should paint over them, and that hides the ugly welds. Okay guys, I just want to show you that it's not leaking. I don't want y'all to think I'm BSing y'all that it leaked and I didn't want to show it, but I never BS y'all guys, because the videos I do is to help y'all, and if I'm gonna BS y'all, y'all might even damage your car. If it doesn't work, I'll show it or I won't even film it. Let me fire it up. And I tightened it up while it was on, so just be careful you don't get burnt. You know, you could go on more and more, but that's pretty tight. I don't feel no more leaks. That's tight. I don't feel no air coming out, no air escaping. I don't want to touch it because I'll get burnt. And did I get you dizzy? Same side over here. No leaks. I really appreciate you like always, guys, and good luck. Bye-bye.